Hello and welcome back to our channel where we give you the latest movie review. Now, in today's video, I want to highlight the best movie of 2024. This movie here called Shade of Trace. It's one of the best movies that was released in 2024. It is, of course, the action movie. If you are into action, this movie is yours. Now, just to give you the brief on what to expect on this movie, it looks like it is about two young ladies who were trained to be killers, and they receive instructions to go and kill someone, and those are just the instructions that they get from their boss. I think they don't even ask reasons why are we going to do this job. No, their job is to kill, and that's that. So, if you are looking for a best action movie, this movie is yours, and it was released back in 2024. Like I said before, just to give you a brief of a setup on how this movie is set up. The opening scene, of course, it was a group of men. These men, to me, they look Chinese. I know that I cannot differentiate between Korean and Chinese, but yeah, it's something in between. I just cannot differentiate. But yes, so this group of men, it looks like they were waiting for something and they were afraid, but the boss was really not that much afraid, and the boss hired this group of men. So whilst they were in it, indeed the shade of death came, which is two young ladies, and they did their job. They wipe them all clean. So amongst those two young ladies, we meet a girl called 13 who does not want to do this job anymore. She does not want to be a killer. She feels like there is more into life than doing the job. And I wouldn't say it's a job because I'm not sure if they get paid, or it's more like it's just their life. They were groomed to do this, and this is all that they know. I'm not sure if they get paid to go and assassinate someone. So 13 was kind of being shouted at by her boss or her instructor, saying, listen, baby girl, you have done horribly bad on the previous job, and therefore we're gonna send you back to the city and you're gonna wait for instructions. Baby girl was just not happy. 13 was not happy at all about, just being told that she's gonna sit back and do nothing. I feel like it's just those people who are hungry for doing just about anything which involves killing. 13 went back to her house, her apartment. Baby girl, she was bored, bored, and every day she would wake up and go and call the instructor to say, hey, instructor, like, what's the deal? What's happening? And there was no news for her. There was no news for her, and she was under a medication. I'm thinking the medication was to keep her in line because she could not remember some of the stuff, like her real name, like who she was before she joined this assassinating group. She just could not remember those fine details. All she knew and remembers is that her name is 13 and she's part of this assassinating group, and that's it. So that's the only thing she remember, but she could just not remember herself before then. Now the big problem here, it spikes because 13 have feelings. I remember her instructor shouting at her saying, listen, here we are assassinators. We don't negotiate and we don't rescue people. That's not part of our job description. Okay, we do what we are told by our boss, and that is that. Okay, but because with 13, at some point, she had that thing of being human. She met a boy, she reconnected with this boy, she started having feelings towards this boy, and this boy was in a mental life crisis. It seems like her mother was messing with a wrong people group. It seems like her mother got impregnated by a drug dealer, and her mother wanted to blackmail a drug dealer into getting married and taking her out of poverty. Well, if you're a drug dealer, you are probably the most dangerous man, and no one should be messing with you. So that's what happened to the boy's mother, and this girl just found herself sympathizing with the boy so much with 13. And 13 is not supposed to, she is not supposed to be sympathetic to anyone. It's like her medication is just supposed to turn her feelings off and everything. But that was not the case with Utetini. Tetini was out and about, feeling sorry for the boy, even offered the boy food, take the boy to her mom's grave, just because the boy looks like he was angry at his mom and he wanted to say some things. Okay, listen, this movie, when I tell you that it's a lot deeper than that, I'm just giving you a storyline that's led to so much bloodshed that was going on, and it was all really not as necessary. And a lot happened in this movie. A lot. Listen, when I tell you that if you're looking for a good salt movie, I haven't watched a salt movie in a minute. I haven't. And until I watched this movie right here, this is a great salt movie. Okay. The way they strikes each other, I think the last time I've watched a salt movie, it's when I was still very young. And for me to be actually watching a Salt movie now as an adult, it just felt kinda. I don't even know how to put it in words. So yes, guys, like I said, 13 will go and fight the boy, the people who have captured the boy, and it will be just a lot of unnecessary bloodshed after bloodshed after bloodshed. And towards the end of the movie, 13 will actually fight her instructor. And this is why I say this movie is a best 2014, not 2014, 2024. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. 2024 movie. Okay, it's that scene where 13 is fighting her instructor. Listen, that scene took me off. Took me off. At some point it felt so real. It felt wow, they fought a good fight, and it seems like they really, like, truly did care for one another, and they were never really gonna kill one another until obviously one of the boss instructed 13's instructor, from for some reason I cannot remember 13's instructor her name, but 13's instructor just couldn't go ahead and kill 13. And when she was dying, when she was shot by the boss, she did reveal to 13, I know that you have been looking for your name. Your name is Nomi, and I think that made Udethin to be so much at peace. The end of the movie, obviously, Udethin was retiring as an assassin because she just didn't want to be part of the group anymore. And she met someone who said, listen, I'm going to protect you because more people and more people are going to be coming for you in this industry. It's a kind of an industry where you just never quit. Okay. It's either you get killed or, so you never quit. So Naomi met up with the person who was her former instructor's instructor, master, actually. Yeah, and I like the way she introduced herself to say, hey, I am Naomi. So yeah, guys, this does bring me to the end of the review. Like I said, this is the best movie ever released in 2014. I haven't watched a movie like this one like in a while, especially because they were fighting with salt. Like I just haven't watched a movie like this one in a while. I do rate it a big 9.5/10. If you are into action, this movie is definitely yours. I'm not into action like that, but I enjoy the movie, so I definitely have to give it a 9.5. And yeah, guys, that's it for me. I will, of course, see you on the next one when I am bringing you more reviews. Until then, please do stay blessed.